One of the best football players of all time, Ronaldinho is renowned for his amazing talent on the field and charming personality off it. He first gained attention in the early 2000s and swiftly shot to fame around the world, earning various honors and prizes along the way. Despite recent legal issues, his legacy as a true legend of the sport endures, and he is still lauded by followers all over the world. So, how did Ronaldinho go from world's best number 10 to prisoner's number 194? Let's go from his modest origins in Brazil to his ascent to fame on the international scene, as well as his inner conflicts and recent legal troubles. Ronaldinho, also known as Ronaldinho de Moreira, was once regarded as one of the game's best players. He played for some of the biggest clubs in the world over his more than 20-year career, including Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, and AC Milan. He was raised in a low-income area and started playing football with his older brother, Roberto, at an early age. Early on, it was clear that Ronaldinho had talent for the game. Local scouts soon noticed this and invited him to play for their youth teams. When Ronaldinho joined the Brazilian team Grêmio in 1998, his professional career officially got underway. He swiftly rose to the position of team captain, and foreign scouts took notice of his on-field prowess. He joined Paris Saint-Germain in 2001, where he was able to advance his career and acquire attention on a global scale. Ronaldinho joined Barcelona in 2003, where he attained the height of his career. Ronaldinho made a name for himself as one of the best players in the world while playing for Barcelona, winning multiple individual honors and contributing significantly to the team's success. The Elastico, in which he flicked the ball with the outside of his foot and swiftly cut it back inside, was one of his signature moves. He was beloved by the crowd for his dazzling footwork and superb ball control. He helped Barcelona win their first Champions League championship in 14 years in 2006 with his dazzling on-field performances. In addition, he received 2 La Liga championships and the Ballon d'Or, which is given to the world's finest player, in 2004 and 2006. Ronaldinho left Barcelona in 2008 to sign with AC Milan, an Italian football team. In 76 games over 3 seasons, he scored 20 goals for the team. He won the Serie A championship in 2011 while he was playing for Milan. He later traveled back to Brazil, where he joined Flamengo and Atlético Mineiro. He assisted Atlético Mineiro in 2013 in winning the Copa Libertadores, the top club event in South America. So, was it just club football that the Brazilian magician shined in? In 1999, Ronaldinho made his national team debut for Brazil, and he swiftly rose to the position of one of the group's most vital players. He participated in the 2002 World Cup, helping Brazil win by scoring twice against England in the semifinals and assisting against Germany in the championship match. Together with the Copa America in 1999, Ronaldinho also took home the Confederations Cup in 1999, 2005, and 2009. Brazil was predicted to win the 2006 World Cup under Ronaldinho, but France unexpectedly knocked the team out in the quarterfinals. Because of the criticism he received for how he played in the competition, Ronaldinho's international career took a hit. Despite his relatively short international career, Ronaldinho is still considered one of the greatest players in the history of Brazilian football. He scored 33 goals in 97 appearances for Brazil, and his skill, creativity, and joy on the pitch made him a fan favorite around the world. Throughout his career, Ronaldinho has also taken part in a number of charitable and humanitarian endeavors. He established the Ronaldinho Foundation in 2005 with the goal of enhancing the lives of underprivileged children and teenagers in Brazil and all across the world. Thousands of children get education, healthcare, and sports activities from the foundation, which has received praise for its efforts from institutions like UNESCO and the UN. Ronaldinho has taken part in various charity games and events in addition to his work with the foundation, helping to raise money for things like HIV/AIDS education, poverty reduction, and disaster relief. Also, he has made large financial contributions to numerous charity causes and organizations. Ronaldinho has gained a lot of respect and appreciation for his dedication to helping people, both in Brazil and beyond. His reputation as a football player and humanitarian will continue to motivate future generations, since he utilized his fame and wealth to improve the lives of countless people. So you must be wondering, how can a person like this turn into a prisoner? Now, let's check out where it all went bad for Ronaldinho. Former Brazilian footballer, great Ronaldinho and his brother Roberto Assis were detained in Paraguay in March 2019 after they were accused of entering the country with forged documents. To support Ronaldinho's new book and attend an event, the two had journeyed to Paraguay. Authorities in Paraguay claim that the passports that Ronaldinho and Assis displayed while entering the nation were fake. The Paraguayan authorities are said to have provided the documents, although there were various irregularities, including the use of fictitious names. In the beginning, Ronaldinho and Assis were detained in the Paraguayan city of Asunción's maximum security facility. They strongly denied any wrongdoing, stating that a local businessman had given them the passports as a present, and that they were unaware that the paperwork was falsified. Several fans and analysts expressed astonishment and disbelief at the announcement, as the case generated controversy in Brazil and throughout the world. The allegations had a significant negative impact on Ronaldinho's reputation. Further information concerning the circumstances surrounding Ronaldinho's journey to Paraguay became available as the case progressed. A nonprofit named Fraternidade Angelical, which is committed to assisting children living in poverty, reportedly invited him to the nation. Dalia Lopes, the organization's president, was detained in connection with the investigation and accused of leveraging Ronaldinho's notoriety for her personal commercial gain. According to reports, Lopes gave Ronaldinho and Assis the phony passports and had promised them VIP treatment while they were in Paraguay. Ronaldinho and Assis were released on bond and put under house arrest in a hotel in Asunción after serving several weeks in jail. They stayed in the hotel for a while as Paraguayan authorities continued to look into the case. Ronaldinho and Assis pled guilty to the accusations against them in August 2020 and consented to pay a $90,000 fine. When they arrived in Brazil after leaving Paraguay, they were welcomed by admirers and supporters who had attentively followed the story. This is the worst problem Ronaldinho could have been in, right? Apparently not. As we say, problems come one after the other. Ronaldinho fell into a worse situation. In January 2021, Ronaldinho was accused of rape by two women in his home country. Two ladies made the claims that they were drugged and sexually abused at a party that Ronaldinho hosted in a hotel in Belo Horizonte, Brazil, in 2013. The women, who at the time of the alleged occurrence were 18 and 24 years old, claimed that a friend had brought them to the party and that they had been offered a drink that left them feeling lightheaded and disoriented. They asserted that after being transferred to a different room, Ronaldinho and several other males assaulted them. Ronaldinho refuted the accusations, claiming they had consensual sex and that the women had chosen to remain at the party. In addition, he asserted that the ladies and their attorneys had tried to use blackmail against him by demanding money from him. Brazil and the rest of the globe were enthralled by the case, and many fans and analysts expressed astonishment and dismay at the revelations. One of the best footballers of all time, Ronaldinho had previously had a reputation that was largely spotless and was well known for his humanitarian and charitable work. The incident has sparked debate around how women are treated in Brazil and the incidence of sexual abuse there. Brazil has one of the highest rates of violence against women in the world, and many advocates and campaigners have pushed for tougher legislation and better protections for women who are assaulted and abused. The football player might be charged with a crime if the claims against him are proven to be true, and the investigation into them is still ongoing. The incident has also sparked a wider conversation on the necessity of prominent figures being accountable and responsible, as well as the significance of treating complaints of sexual assaults seriously. Ronaldinho's reputation as a football legend is still largely untarnished despite the uproar surrounding the charges. The conclusion of the case is unlikely to lessen his influence on the sport, because he is still regarded and admired for his skill and originality on the pitch. The case does, however, serve as a reminder of the complicated and frequently tumultuous relationship between sports players and their public identities, as well as the requirement for increased openness and accountability in the professional sports industry. It serves as a harsh reminder of the widespread and harmful effects of sexual violence, as well as the necessity for advocacy and action to address this problem at all societal levels. So do you think Ronaldinho is a criminal or he was in unfortunate situations? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.